to psychic medium Toni Green for what I like to call approximately 1 hour of entertainment. Me answering your questions about life, love, career, finances, and helping you connect with loved ones up above. Just going to do a quick camera adjustment. Okay. I think that works. Okay, we're going to get started right away. First and foremost, thank you everybody for being here with me today. I am so grateful for that. Second, please don't get scammed. I will never reach out to you. If somebody reaches out to you and claiming to be me or saying you need something, they're probably scammers. So please don't fall for that. Please don't. If you would like to call in, you can use Podbean to call in. Otherwise, if you're here on YouTube watching live, you can put your questions in the chat on YouTube. If you're on Podbean, you can also put the questions in the chat on Podbean. Okay. This show, I go live every Monday at noon Central and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. Please join in. If you're with us live, you can ask questions. That is the only time I take questions or help people connect with loved ones on the other side during the show for free. Otherwise, you need to book a session. And you can go to my website to do that. I do private sessions on the phone. I do not record it and send it to you. It is a one-on-one, or if you have other people like you and your partner or family members, we can do that, but it's all done either over the phone or in my office. Let's see what else. This show does air on WSCS, Rude Rangers TV, all of their affiliate and streaming channels, all our podcasts and radio stations. I think I covered everything. I think that's everything. Yep. Okay. You guys, today we're going to start with something a little bit different. Prior to the show, when I was sitting here getting ready to do my TikTok, my TikTok healing for the morning today, which, by the way, I've never had so much trouble doing a TikTok, you guys. Whew. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you for that. Oh, Genevieve, thank you. Thank you, Mimi, Rebecca. Thank you guys so much. When I was getting ready, the TikTok I did today was nightmares, night terrors, and sleep paralysis. I swear to goodness, I've never had so much trouble doing a TikTok. There was something like fighting it, like seriously. Thank you, Heather. So, but when I was getting ready to do that, a little girl appeared to me, and I almost made the TikTok about her, and I thought, no, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. I'm going to do it on the show. So this little girl was what I consider still a toddler, probably 4 or under. Thank you, Sal. And her name is Kanisha, or her parents' name is Kanisha. Somebody named Kanisha is with this little girl, because I just kept hearing Kanisha. And she has very dark skin and very thick, a lot of hair, very thick, like very thick hair, and a lot of it, but not long. It was probably only about that, that long, but curly. So it might brushed out, it might have been longer. And her message is that she is okay, and that she is home, and that she is with Pappy, whoever Pappy is, and that she like the message is she found her way. She's not lost. She found her way. Now, she was only like She was very young. Such a and as I tell you this, I'm freezing. Um, it's beyond goosebumps at this point. Uh, so that is what she wanted. She just wanted to make sure those who still like are those who are thinking about her, wondering about her. And I don't know if this was what the circumstances with this was, but she's okay and she's at home. She's okay and she's at home. So that is the biggest thing, the first thing today. I'm going to go into songs now. The songs can be a song you knew, your loved one knew. Um, you listen to it together. It could be answering a question for you. It could be something that the next time you hear it, you know your loved one's with you. When I say the song, a specific person may pop into your head or may not. But if somebody does pop into your head, that's who it is. Hey, Bella, I am answering questions. You can put a specific question about life, love, career, finances in the chat, and I'm happy to answer that for you and anybody else that wants to put that question in. And if you want me to connect with a loved one, please their first name and their relationship to you. Okay. The first song is Jukebox Hero. The next song is Hey Jude. The next song is Mac the Night. That next song, I don't know the name of it. Maybe this is the name of it, but it says, "Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?" I think those are the words. Then the next one is Anything Kiss. And it's so funny because if I had to think of a Kiss song, if I know Kiss songs, but if I had to think of one, I probably could not go, "Oh yeah, that's a song by Kiss." I would know the songs, but not if I have to go, "What songs does Kiss do?" I no clue. Okay. Piano Man by Billy Joel. Clementine. No idea. None whatsoever. Clementine. Next, that song Lola, Lola Falana. Did I already say that one? I don't think so. Anything Barry White. Um, and that is all of the songs. Whew, made it through that. Okay, now we're going to go into names. Oopsie. The name could be your name, your loved one's name, the name of a person, place, or thing that reminds you of your loved one. The first thing I'm seeing is like a black cat, but it's a little black cat, all black, very black, no other color, just an all black cat. The next one is Luis, not Louis, Luis. The next one is Jarnita. And I'm not sure if this has an accent with it, like Jarnita, or I'm not sure, but that's just what I'm seeing. However, and I may be spelling it wrong. That may just be how I can pronounce it the best. Okay. The next one is Elise. The next one is Macabre. I don't know, just macabre. The next one is Prentice, Amelia, Beth, next is Joel, like Joel, Joel. The next one is Michael. The next one is Robert or Bob. or Bobby. Okay, any form of Robert. Any form of Robert. The next one is Edgar. The next one is Channing. And then I'm going to do two more only, Maria and Rosa. Okay, those are all the names. And we are going to get started with the show where I answer your questions about life, love, career, finance, and help you connect with your loved ones on the other side. Thank you so much, everybody who is wishing me a happy birthday. I'm truly grateful for that and that you would remember and know. Thank you very, 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 very much. Okay, I think I'm back at the top. Okay. Um, Sir Pai, I don't know how to say your name. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, and I'm sorry about that. I want to know when I'm when am I about to manifest a romantic relationship next? The first thing I hear is June, which we are in June, halfway through the year. Can you believe it? Halfway through the year, we are in June, and this is the get out of the house and do things like the time of year when that can really start for a lot of people who live in colder climates. What I'm going to say is if you are out this month out and about, you're going to meet someone. Now, the one thing I do here for you is book, book, book. Now, this can mean a number of different things, and you're going to know better than me or anybody else what this means for you. Um, it could mean book a trip. It could mean book an event. It could mean go to a bookstore or while you're reading a book. You're going to know best. Or if you book clients, it could mean something like that. Whatever that means for you, you're going to know best. And you may not know right now. You may not, you may find out when the time comes. I feel like you have the potential to meet somebody in June. It's a very, very strong potential. The one thing I am hearing is be picky or discerning. Just because somebody's standing in front of us, it doesn't mean we have to take them. You have the potential to meet people, you have the potential to have a relationship with them. Not everybody who comes in is meant to be in. Be very discerning and be picky. Just because somebody is standing in front of you or shows up, we can't say, oh, well, they're here. This must be meant to be, which a lot of us do. Why else would they be in front of us? Well, same place, same time, or a number of other things. But the biggest thing I'm getting for you, love, is you might meet two or three people at the same time. Be very picky. Don't and what I'm hearing is don't go for the one that is exciting. Um, thrill seekers are always just seeking a thrill, whatever that means for whoever that's for, but for you also. I feel like the person who maybe they're reading a book. I don't know, just book. You're going to know when the time comes, okay, love? I hope that's very, very helpful for you. Let's go next. Da, 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 da. Elizabeth. Hi, Toni. Any message, anything my dog wants to say to me? Elizabeth, what's your dog's name? And is your dog still here with us? Or has your dog passed on? And the reason I ask is when I see someone, I can see people that are still in their physical form and they look the way they're shown to me is they're the same way I see somebody who is already passed on. So Elizabeth, Tucker's here, Holly is not. Which one are you asking about, love? Tucker or Holly? Tuck, the one that's here, the one that's still here. You want to know if that he's lonely. Tucker's lonely and bored. Yep, apparently animals get bored too. Tucker is lonely and bored. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what you can do about a dog being bored, but what kind of dog what kind of dog is Tucker? What type of dog is Tucker, Elizabeth? Uh I need to know. 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 Um, he's a poodle. Yeah, okay. They're very hyper to begin with. Some poodle, especially poodle mixes, can be very, very like they tire out easily. But the lonely part, I think, is uh what can you do to help him not be lonely? It's a phase Tucker has to go through. It's just a phase. It's not lonely because nobody's around. It's lonely because someone or something isn't around as much. But it's an adjustment and it will be okay. I would say Tucker needs a lot of not long walks, but faster walks. Like Tucker isn't like take me on a hike with you, although would love it. Would love like a hike through the woods, but not for like an hour, like maybe a lab or a pointer could do, but more like new places, new things, stimulation. That's what I'm getting for Tucker Love. I hope that's very, very, very helpful for you. Elizabeth, that was Elizabeth. Thank you so much for the question. Next, I'm going to go to Bella Forever on Podbean. I'm going through a rough time. Do you see any new love in my future and better days? Bella, thank you so much for the question and liking the show. Bella, new love for Bella. Yeah, there is, Bella. There's someone coming in, but in August. I feel like the first real potential person for you, good person, is in August. Do not go back to anyone from the past. I don't know why they're saying that, Bella, but they are. Do not go back to anyone from the past. I do feel like there is a potential for you to meet somebody in June. I don't know that you're ready. I don't know that you've completely let go of the past. I just keep hearing, yes, because the past is bugging me. See, you guys, see, don't go back to the past. The past is not, I'm going to say it again. It's like going back to a job you quit or got fired from. Nobody wants to do that. We already know the good, the bad, and the ugly. It didn't work out. We need to keep it pushing. Bella, for you, do not go back to the past. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change the verbiage a little bit. Block that rooster. Block that rooster. I'm going to tell you this too, Bella. The past still has something else in their present. So the person from the past that's bugging you, they're still dealing with someone or something else. I'm going to guess it's someone. They're not free and clear. They are not even close to being free and clear. This is a person. Do you know how some people, they break up, they take a minute and then they reach back out. But there are other people who totally, they're with someone and they'll reach back out to see, hey, can I get back in? And then they'll either keep both people or they're slowly fade the other one out, but they're not going to take the risk of being alone. Heaven forbid, right? I'm going to tell you, do not entertain the past, because the past is just trying to entertain themselves. She says, yes, you are correct, because he's trying to reach me. Yeah, he's not sincere. It's like with the past person, it's like an ego boost, Bella, of, yeah, I know. You know how when you reach out to someone from your past and like they still kind of want you, and then you're like, see, they still want me, I can't be that bad, or see, they still want me, I'm blah blah blah, whatever it is with the past, just ick. um and I'm going to say this in code, and I'm sorry it's a little rough the way they're saying it. He has a really dirty D. um I don't know if that just means it's hit a lot of holes. I don't know how else to say this. I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord. He has a really dirty D. I don't know if it's because of one experience or just because he's out there like he's at a buffet trying it all. I don't know, and I don't want to know, to be perfectly honest with you. Um, I feel like he's been running the gamut on a lot of people. So Bella, please, a dirty D. Oh yeah, you're on Podbean. You can't see me. Um, unit. He has a very dirty unit. A very dirty unit. Is that is that good? Does that explain? I think everybody on YouTube knows it's a very dirty unit. It's a very, I wouldn't get intimate anytime soon with anyone like that, okay? Your pH and other things. She says, I don't think so, but if you say so, I say so. And it could be, listen, if he's not out there with a lot of other women, it's one woman who may have done something that made it like that. I'm just giving you the messages. You can believe what you want. You haven't talked to him for a while. You don't know what he's been up to, who he's been doing, what he's been doing. You're not sure. You're not sure. But what I'm just giving the messages. I'm going to I know that you know the funniest thing about us women, we can break up with a man, and we can break up with a man because we know, or they can break up with us, and we want to believe that these men that we are caring about and in love with are very clean and virtuous and innocent and wholesome. But if they were like that, they would still be with us. They would have been as into it as us. They would have been as dedicated to us as we were to them. But the reason, probably in a lot of cases, is because they were out exploring options. They were doing things, especially during a break or a breakup. That's scientifically, statistically, most men that take a break or say they need time is because they're exploring something else. They're exploring something else. And I know that's a harsh truth, but it is a truth for most men. That's when a man says, I need a break, I need time to think, just give me a little space. 9 times out of 10, that's what they're doing. Unless there was a significant issue between you and the person, that is most of the time what they are doing. Now, not everybody, but statistically, that is a very high thing. Heavens, some men can't even be monogamous while they stay with you, let alone while they're on a break from you. All I'm saying, Bella, as soon as you're ready, the next relationship will be there. If you can, and I know it sounds so easy, if you can tr- disconnect from this person and move on, because this person and you will not have a successful outcome. That's what I can tell you 100%. They will not, you two, because too much has happened. And here's another thing that I'm getting right now. Yeah, and there she says, I know I'm stuck with that person. He controls my mind. And that right there, it's so unhealthy. It's so unhealthy. Um, I'm just gonna say this, and it's really crazy that we really care about somebody and we want to give it another shot and we want to make it work out. However, if we already have had breaks and trauma and bad experiences, when they come back, we're either going to be waiting for it to happen, doing everything we can so it doesn't happen again, expecting them to fall back into it's just such an unhealthy dynamic, and it makes us a little la cucararu. It can't be healthy from that point on. Um, Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, Bella, for you, everybody listening and or watching the show. We're going to do a clearing to release any energy from anyone we no longer want in our life. Let's heal, clear, release this, pull it. If you feel this, you can comment and you can come back to the 27-minute mark of the show and do this every day if you need to, because sometimes there is a thing, and I've had certain people tell me that they intentionally think about a person over and over and over again and send them messages, and they're creating an energetic bond in their mind to that person, so that person will reach out to them or not forget about them or think about them, or it's telepathic energetically telepathically connecting to a person, which can create a connection from that person to you, whether you want it or not. You just have to keep clearing it. And if that person is doing adult things and thinking of you, that's another way they can create a connection. And I'm going to tell you something. I do not recommend anybody do this, because if when the last communication with this person was not good, when they think of you, they're going to think of that. So, like, if I broke up with someone or they broke up with me and it was such a bad experience or traumatic what they did, and they're trying to make me think of them, all I'm going to think about is all the BS they pulled on me. As soon as their name pops into my head, I'm going, that low down dirty bugger. Different verbiage, of course. And I'm going to think about all the things they did. And if they're saying unblock me, call me, I'm like, if I talk to this person, I'm going to tell them everything they did. So you may send that energy to somebody with the intention that you think, oh, I'm going to do this, and they're going to open back up to me and be that sweet, loving person that gave me a bitch. Sorry, sorry. Female dog? No, we are not. We're going to bring the heat and set your butt on fire. We are going to set your booty on fire. You're going to wish you never knew our name after we're done with you. So be very careful when you're trying to create connections to people. Just because somebody says it, don't do it, because you don't know what you're playing with there, and you don't know what that person is thinking about. So please just be very careful with that. Bella, I hope that's very helpful. We're going to go to KS, who wants to know, and if mom Elaine or her mom Sarah has any important messages. Thanks. Okay, KS, mom Elaine, the first thing mom Elaine would want to say to you, KS, is don't go changing to try and please me. That song. Um, and I can kind of hear the next words, but I can't hear the next words. Whatever that song is for you, and I would, if you don't know that song, I would definitely look it up to see if it fits. The next thing mom would say to you is, yeah, don't go changing. It's a thing. Don't change who you are. Don't change what you do. Don't change how you are. Allow yourself to be in a space that is protected, safe. Um, and then mommy Lane is saying, and grandma, life happens to everybody. It's not what happens, it's what you do with it. Don't worry about things. Don't worry about things. Memories are the most important. And don't let any don't let anybody take like advantage. Okay, KS, those are the messages I have for you. I hope they were very, very helpful. This is from Aaron. Hey, Tony, hey, sorry, you guys. Hey, Tony, was it the right decision to quit my old job, or is there anything I should be looking for? It was the right decision. We don't quit a job because we love it and everything's going beautifully. If we love a job and everything's going beautifully and we're getting along with everybody there, we're staying. We're happy. So it was the right decision. If everything, and I know, Erin, if it's really chaotic where you are, start major. You can look for something else. I just feel like you're going to be there for approximately, you're probably going to stay where you are for a bit of time. I mean, of course, you can look and find something else. But I feel like if you do, I don't know if you're going to switch. Like, what I hear is they're all the same. They're all the same. So with that, you get to make your own choice of what you're going to do next. Okay, love? Rebecca, how are you? Um, Timothy, thank you. Again, thank you everybody for all the birthday wishes. Thank you so, so much for that. Hey, Radio Parlesk. I hope I say that correctly. If you have a question, please put it in the chat. I will be happy to answer that question for you. Lisa. Hi, Tony. I'm thinking, nope, that's not the word. Sorry, you guys. Hi, Tony. I'm talking to a new person and I just want to know if this is going to be worth it or should I leave this alone? I love you. Oh, okay. And I get it. People say, just find out, go on a couple dates. No, if it's not, then we don't want to. Lisa, I'm going to scroll down all the way. Let me know, what is this person's name? What is this person's name? And you guys, please don't forget to put your your questions in the chat. And Radio Parlesque, please let me know about what. You can ask questions about life, love, career, finance. Make it a little bit of an exact question for me, and I'm happy to answer that. Lisa, what is this person's name if you're comfortable with that? I'm going to tell you this person feels okay. Now, the way I'm going to ask the question is differently than how you, a little bit differently than how you're asking it, but the same thing. Should she pursue this? No. Yeah, no. I would let this go right away. Um, all I'm going to say, and if you know, you know, cluster B personalities. That's all I'm going to say, love. Okay, let's go to Fawn. Oh, thank you, Fawn. Nope, no question there. Hi, Nada. Thank you. Hey, Genevieve. Thank you so much for putting all the links in. Do you know what I realized, you guys? And Genevieve, thank you so much because that's amazing. When I put links, like especially prior to my show, if I put links, like any of the links Genevieve is putting in, if I put them in, my show doesn't go live. It like that's when I was having all the difficulty. I don't know if it was that exactly or if it's something else, but now that I have not put any links in, I haven't had any issues with shows except for that one Wednesday when I had no internet. But so thank you, Genevieve. You guys, I want to quick. I'm going to get back to questions. Don't worry. I'm going to get back to questions. There was a post on something, maybe Truth or something. About 5 people sent it to me, and I way back in the first debate with Biden, and I'm going to use code words now. I said that is not him. I said 100% that is not him. That is not the real one. And everybody thought I was crazy. Now they have come a long way with those stage and film masks. They've come a long way with a lot of other things. But somebody else who would be in the know posted that. Somebody else said that wasn't him. He's been gone. And a lot of the people we're seeing, especially elites, they've been gone. They've been gone. Somebody served a term, and then when they weren't serving a term, there were a lot of tribunals. And if you know, going on. And then all these people popped up and they look so different. And everybody keeps saying, oh my God, they look so different. What do they do? It's not them. It's if you believe this, great. If you don't, that's okay. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. Your beliefs are yours, and that's what's beautiful about this big world. Okay. Radio Parlesque says, I'm unsure of where to turn, feel completely alone and unsure of the future. Thank you. Am I meant to be where I am? I feel like I'm living the life of someone in survivor mode. Oh my gosh. That's my next healing on TikTok. I was thinking this morning, I have to write it down because last night I was in bed and I thought of this survivor mode thing, and I was like, I have to do that for a clearing on TikTok. So we're going to start clearing, healing, releasing survivor mode, and this is at the 39-minute mark of the show. And I am going to do a TikTok on it. If you just want the TikTok, you can go there. I'll do that probably Wednesday or tomorrow. Survivor mode. Okay, is my marriage even real, or am I someone else's prize? Okay, so here's what I'm going to say, Radio Parlesque. Um, that's a lot. Are you where am I where I'm meant to be? Yes and no. Part of the reason this is, I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing, sweetie. Part of the reason why you're feeling what you're feeling is because it's because there's something inside of you that you want you're I don't want to say supposed to be doing, you could be doing that you're not doing. It's part of your destiny if you choose to do it. Now we all have a ton of things for our destiny that we could do, like hundreds. We don't have to do them all. But if you uh pursue this thing, it's kind of a passion of yours also, and it's kind of the feeling I get is when you think about it, you kind of light up, but then you let it go. You kind of let it go. And then it creeps back in, and then you let it go. When you start to pursue what you love and want, everything else will balance out, is what I'm getting. Um, and that's where I'm going to leave your answer. Um, and do the clearing. Keep coming back and listen to this clearing. And don't, one of the biggest things we do is we base our happiness on circumstances and other people. Like, this person makes me happy until they don't. This job makes me happy until it doesn't. This child makes me happy until it's bad, or whatever. Usually children are a big mix of happiness and not. This pet makes me happy. We have to do things that are very creative. That's why we're here, to create. That's our purpose. Love, to realize what unconditional love is, and to love ourselves unconditionally first, and let that expand, and then to create. So whatever we're doing, we are supposed to expand and expound on that. Maybe you're doing a career and you're as far as you want to go or can go with that career. Write a book about it. Teach other people how to get to that point, even if it's a little ebook that people can get for free. If you started a business and your business is successful, and write a book on how to start this type of business, or teach, do a training or counseling on that. Teaching other people, this is just what I did. It may or may not work for you. This is how I did it. These are the steps I took. Whatever it is, we are here to create. We are here to create businesses and side hustles and music and books and whatever it is that we want to create. So the biggest thing I get for you is something keeps creeping up and you keep like kind of ignoring it, like not now, maybe later sort of thing going on. Okay. Radio, I say, what the next time it creeps up, even if you don't really know what that is right now, I think you need to pay attention to it and re-listen to Survivor Mode. Okay. Uh, and you are welcome, love. You are really, really welcome. Okay, you guys, I go live every Monday at noon, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Both of those times are central. I'm not done yet. We're still going. We are still going. How about that? How about that? Elizabeth wants to know, or says, the name Bob for my grandpa, or the song Hey Jude for grandma. Love that. I love when I do the confirmations or the songs and the names in the beginning, and everybody is there. Rebecca, question. Is there improvement for my niece Ariana's Ariana's life. I hope I'm reading that right, Rebecca. Rebecca, how old is Ariana? How old is she? I feel like there is. I feel like, thank you, Rebecca. How old is your niece, love? 21. I feel like there's something. I'm going to say it exactly how I'm hearing it. There's something she has to get off of. Does that make sense, Rebecca? There's something she has to get off of. Now, sometimes we have to get off of a medication or drugs or alcohol or a high horse, or we have to get off our attitude, whatever it is. Yes, it does. As soon as she gets off of this, everything is going to be a million times better. If she cannot or does not get, oh, anger, okay, yeah, not feeling love, yes, all that true. Okay. Um, Sometimes, and Rebecca, not always, people don't get upset. Sometimes anger is a sense of entitlement because we didn't get what we want. Is that the case, or did something happen? So, kind of something happened, but not something, not like they're saying yes, something happened, but it's not. But it's the same thing that happens to a lot of people. I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna say, love. Yes. Okay. I'm going to say this. I think I've done a TikTok on anger, and you can play that with her in mind, and it will help alleviate that. But what I'm going to say is when what I'm getting is there's two things. And at 21, these are two very normal things, such normal things. There's not a full sense of gratitude or humility yet. And as soon as that comes in, like some gratitude and some humility, it will be much better for her. And she says she was young at 14 years of age. I've been doing the clearing and keep doing it. Okay. So I'm going to, whatever happened to her at 14, we're right now, for anybody who went through this, has experienced this, let's pull all of that energy, cut the cords of it, pull the energy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to heal the experience of it, whatever that experience was. And I have a pretty good idea of it. We're going to pull the experience of it, and we are going to heal it because something needs to be healed. Something needs to be healed. So we're going to do that for her and anybody else who had this experience. So if you're feeling it, you probably had that experience. Um, I feel like once she is 24, things will turn around. I'm not sure. Some of it will turn around now, but when she's 24, it will be almost like a completely different person, Rebecca. Um, so I hope that's very, very helpful. Okay. Oh, yes, Elizabeth. Uh, there we are. I'm back in line. Amy wants to know, my cat Nova is alive and well, but overgroomed. That's a nervous thing. She's got shorter hair on sides and legs from sucking and chewing off her hair. Okay, any message from her or something else. It's a nervous thing. I'm just getting it's a nervous thing. It's like a over like self-soothing but also nervous. So possibly I don't know if you do catnip or something, but it's almost it's a habit. It started as a nervous thing, but now it's a habit and it's self-soothing. So please, I hear catnip. I hear catnip, and I'm getting just catnip right now for that. Amy, I hope that's really, really helpful. I really do. I like your dog's name, Molly Llama. I love that, KS. How can you make your dog? Oh, I think I answered how you can make him less lonely. Teresa, thank you. I'm trying to find the next question. My Zagozen, hi, welcome to the show. My Zagozen, hi, can you tell me if I should move forward with a relationship with John? Um, it'll be problematic, complicated. There will be things that like I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. There will be things that continually go wrong. I'm going to ask you, my Zagozen, if you're here, let me know. Hey, Miss Jules. Hey, Katie. Thank you for the happy birthday. Uh, let me scroll down. Zagozen, um, I'm going to ask you, do you, yeah, I don't know how to say this. I'm just going to say it. Do you feel like you can help this person or you can, uh, this person like, hey there, do you feel I think it's MJ. Hey, MJ, do you feel like with John, your, I hear it, the gist that I get from this is that you will be constantly or continually, maybe not every day, but fixing something. And she says, absolutely. She's already saying, absolutely. Do you feel like he is like, I'm going to use the term frequency or energy. He's lower energy than you, but I don't want to pessimistic. I don't know what word to use other than that. Remember, folks, when we get into a relationship, whatever their energy is and whatever our energy is, at some point, we're going to meet in the middle or we're going to join their energy. Chances are, if we're the higher energy person, they're not going to consistently be able to hold our energy. It'll be very difficult for them. It will be very difficult for them because that's not where they are and they have to get there on their own. So if you're in a situation with somebody who things are going wrong and they're like prior to them, you were always here, things went well, you had a good path, things were good. And then now you're in this situation with them and things are going wrong, there's complications. That's a sign. If you believe in signs, that's a sign that maybe cut this out, don't do it, allow yourself to move to something else, or just be on your own and reestablish your energy or your frequency, and then find somebody who's like there with you. Thank you, Bo, for that. Thank you so much. I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry. That if I pronounced it wrong, and I'll get to you in a second, Paul. I'm going to say this is not going to be the, I don't want to say happiest union. He is very successful. Can that be low energy? No. frequency and success can sometimes have a connection, but I know people who are extremely successful, but they have underlying anger or entitlement or depression sometimes, and that always seeps through. It always seeps through. And eventually we will be there too. I know two different people. One of them is extremely, extremely successful and has so much anger, like so much anger. It's, yeah. And another person who is extremely successful, but has underlying depression. Like everybody, underlying being, not everybody would know they're depressed, but once you get to know them, you're like, oh my gosh, this person is. And part of being depressed, you can wave between depression and anger because there's the 5 stages. So depression is here, and then anger is here, and then you're supposed to go to the next stage. But some people wobble in those stages, like of depression and anger. Like they get angry, but then they go back into depression because they don't let their anger out, or just because they've been in it so long, they don't know how to be out of it. So here's what I'm going to say. You can stay in this. It probably will not be as successful as you would like it to be, MJ. Um, and in the long run, you will wish that you had here. I love this question for people. I love it. If you knew now, wait, if you knew everything about this person that you know now, the first day you met them, what would your choice be? And I keep hearing, MJ, I've never heard this in terms of a relationship, but I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing: sink or swim. And to me, sink or swim, when somebody's asking about this, is stay in sync or swim away. Now, it's up to you. I'm not the boss of anyone. I can barely manage my own life in moments. So you get to make your own free will choices: sink or swim. It's up to you. Okay, Bo, Tony, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Um, I'm asking about a Frenchie dog that got away from dog walker 8 months ago. Family is devastated. What can you tell me, please? Alive, stolen, sold. That's not one of the choices. Alive, stolen, close by, whatever you see. Was this your Frenchie? Thank you, Darlene. I appreciate that. Darlene says, happy birthday. I met a new guy, Justin. How things look? Any good pointers? Unhealthy relationship. Take it slow. Don't be intimate for at least 3 months. Don't be intimate for at least 3 months. Bo, I'm just gonna say, I don't I I don't think they're gonna find that dog. I think that dog is in another home. And if I had more time, I'd go into it a lot more. But I'm at that 60-minute mark of the show. And so, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you all so very much. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day.